All right. All right. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Y'all know what day it is. Y'all know what time it is. And y'all know who y'all looking at. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Club Pizzle. I am, of course, your host, Don P. Pizzle. By God, all of those names. Thank you guys for your continued support of this podcast. Thank y'all for your continued support of this platform. I greatly appreciate it. While y'all in a support mood, like, subscribe, comment, share the show, all of those things. Appreciate that. Also, we are in the final 2 days, or the final day, or the final 2 days, to nominate Club Pizzle for in the podcast radio category of Cleveland Magazine's Best of Edition. Voting closes tomorrow, and if I make it to the final round, that starts not August the 21st, but July 21st, which is Monday, Tuesday, whatever. So yeah, starts Monday. So get those final votes in. If y'all haven't got those votes in, I would greatly appreciate it. Y'all know how I am about awards and all of that stuff. Y'all know I go for them all. We just about to get into it, man. We are here for a good time and not a long time. I know it's Thursday, it's 8 o'clock. Y'all are not doing anything but watching me. So I'll leave that there. Before we get to it, this Saturday, Battleground Performance League. We will be at Chef Carolyn's Exotic Cuisines on Lorraine Avenue. Make sure y'all come out. B-Jax will be defending his title. It's 8 competitors who are going to be looking to take that championship home. I will be there, as well as Mr. Shredder. Shout out to Battleground Game. Mr. Shredder, Timbuktu, Flight Life Bees, DJ Verb, Dom Prince. Shout out to Gang. So be there this Saturday night. Y'all see me, just come. Don't be afraid to dap me up. I may look unapproachable, but I'm very approachable. You come and holler at your boy, and I don't do small talk. If you come dap me up and walk away, that's fine. This week was a decent week for me. Work week is what it is. Y'all know how it is, man. When you work, some weeks are crazy, some weeks aren't. Actually, this has been a very crazy week. It's a bunch of stuff that I wish I could tell y'all that happened at my job, but I can't tell y'all because I'm just not going to tell y'all. It's really not important, but it just was a lot going on at work this week. Now, let's get to it, man. What a week it's been. Summer League is happening, and I'm gonna get to Summer League, but get to the Cavs in their Summer League. But something happened this week in the NBA, and it has everybody going crazy. Bleacher Report has released their list of top 100 players of all time. And boy, it's like I promise you, I'm going to get a couple of my guys together and we are going to discuss this. I need to talk to a few people. I need to reach out to my guy Rick Morris to get his take on this. My guy Chase Gamble over at NDA. Shout out to NDA. Happy belated birthday to Chase. Shout out to Dame as well. Shout out to Pooh. Shout out to that whole crew over there. They good people. And they potted, and they pod pretty good too. Who else would I want to reach out to? I might even reach out to my guy Justin George over at Talking About Balls. And because this list really, this is something that needs to be discussed at length. I'm only going to give you my take, and I'm only going to give my take on the top 20. Top 10. Well, the top 10, I'm going to give y'all the top 20, but I'm going to focus on the top 10. This list has people going crazy. Bleacher Report stands by their list. They said it. They said what they said. They standing on business. Shout out to them for that. I'll say this about the list before I get to it. I'm not mad at the list. Reason being, the cool thing about lists, we can all make our own. Okay? So there's no need for anybody to be upset, but people are pissed. Bleacher Report had every sports platform, sports podcast, social media, they had everything jumping. Y'all know me. I'm going to let it fester. I'm going to be able to sit and think on it. I started to do an emergency segment on just this alone, but I said, nah, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just wait till Thursday. I'm going to give it to him Thursday like I always do. Because I know my people love to hear my perspective. My people and my supporters know that my perspective is going to be a perspective of what it be. But their criteria was based on career stats, honors, playoff success and championships, and cultural significance. I'm going to run through this. 20 through 15. I'm going to go 20 on down. Again, like this whole the whole 100, I think I may call the guys together and say, hey, y'all want to talk about this? 20 through 15, you had Julius the Dr. Irving at 20, David Robinson at 19, Dirk Nowitzki at 18, Nikola Jokic at 17, Kevin Garnett at 16. Not particularly upset here. Jokic at 17 is interesting. 15 through 11. Jerry West at 15, Oscar Robertson at 14, 13, Kevin Durant, 12, Hakeem Olajuwon, 11, Kobe Bryant. 10, Steph Curry, 9, Wilt Chamberlain, 8, Larry Bird, 7, Tim Duncan, 6, Shaquille O'Neal. 5, Bill Russell, 4, Magic Johnson, 3, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, 2, LeBron James, number 1, Michael Jordan. Now, again, this is Bleacher Report. If I'm doing this list, I'm not even going to get into 1 and 2. I'm done with that argument. I've been told y'all that. If people feel like Michael Jordan is the greatest player of all time, fine. I just don't agree with it. I feel like LeBron James is number 1 and Michael Jordan's number 2. They're both great. I'm the person that can rank all of these guys and talk about all of these guys, or I can talk. The thing with the whole Jordan and LeBron argument is the fact that neither side can just big up who they're championing and not downing the other. Like Jordan fans are always going to talk down LeBron. LeBron fans are always going to talk down Jordan. Most of them. Talk about why your player was great or the one that you picked was great. That's how you argue your side and not, oh, well, he's trash, this, blah, 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 blah. But again, personally, I have LeBron at the top. A lot of people have Jordan, and everybody runs to the ring argument. That's the only argument that everybody has. But it is what it is. I'm not totally like going to poo-poo this list because it is what it is. These are all great players, especially in this top 20. The problem where everybody had was Kobe at 11. And that's where I want to focus. Is 11 warranted here? No, I don't think so. Who is Kobe above? Y'all want to know who y'all know what I would do here? I'd move Larry Bird out of the top 10. I'd move Kobe probably to 7. And I'm going to say that, and my list would be, I'm gonna just run through my top 10. Bron is 1, Jordan is 2. Magic is 3, Kareem is 4. And here's where it gets a little dicey. We going here. Bill Russell was 5. I'm going to put Bill Russell at 5 because it's Bill Russell, okay? I may not have seen Bill Russell play, but based off of criteria, back to the criteria, career stats, honors, playoff success, championships, and cultural significance. He checks all of those boxes, all of them, and then some. At number 6, I'm putting Tim Duncan. At number 7, I'm putting Kobe Bryant. At number 8, I'm putting Shaquille O'Neal. And then Chamberlain and Curry rounds out my top 10. I'm actually putting Larry Bird at 12 behind Hakeem Olajuwon, and that's just my personal, that's where I'm putting them. I'm putting Tim Duncan over Shaq and Kobe. Yes, the rings match. Duncan has one more ring. Duncan has more MVPs than both combined. And Duncan won damn near his whole entire career outside of the end, like the bitter end. Y'all remember prime Kobe missed the playoffs. Prime Kobe got bounced in round 1 after a dismal game 7. That's the only reason I don't have him in my top 5. But 7 for Kobe is fine. Bron, Jordan, Magic, Kareem, Russell, Duncan, Kobe, Shaq. I do put Kobe over Shaq. He matches. They have the same amount of MVPs. And I think both of them should have way more. I think Shaq should have way more than just one MVP. And you don't realize, like, wow, he really only has one MVP? Yes. Kind of crazy, right? The MVPs match. Kobe has one more ring. Kobe played longer. Shaq has the edge in finals MVPs, 3-2. It's a push. You can put him either way. My argument for Duncan over Shaq, everybody, yes, Shaquille O'Neal is the most dominant player to ever play the game. It's not even close. I know Wilt was dominant, but Shaq had teams carrying 4 centers in his prime. It was guys like Shaq got so many goofy big men paid in the early 2000s. It's ridiculous. Because ain't no way Jim McElvain, you know what, I'm not even going to say who don't deserve money. But he got Jim McElvain paid. He got a Greg Ostertag, Brad Miller. It was a bunch of guys. Everybody was looking for these 7-footers just to go in there just for 6 fouls. Dudes was getting paid $10 million to give 6 fouls to Shaquille O'Neal 4 or 5 times a year. Dominant, yes. But with this list, career stats, honors, playoff success and championships, and cultural significance, Shaq is his own culture all in itself. But the career stats match up. Honors match up. Tim Duncan has, 3 MVPs, 4 MVPs? Playoff success, Tim Duncan got 5 rings. 3 finals MVPs? Couple finals MVPs in there? So, again, I got Duncan over Shaq. And that it takes nothing away. Me moving a player up and down this list, up and down my personal list, does not take away from the fact that those guys were absolutely fantastic when they played. Like I said, Shaquille O'Neal is the most dominant player I have ever seen. 7'2", 350 pounds, big, fast, strong. When he got you down on that low block, you could forget about it. Only thing you could do is hope that if he didn't dunk it on your head and make you barbecue chicken, it's hope he missed the jump hook. But he has such great soft touch that he could get those. I just feel like Tim Duncan, I got him over. People look at Tim Duncan, he wasn't flashy, he wasn't this, he was boring, he wasn't blah, 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 whatever. He won. And he won a lot. When he was drafted in 1997, the San Antonio Spurs won 20 games. 98, I believe they won 57 games. They were in the playoff in 98. They won the title in 99. They won the title in 03 and 07. And I believe 05. 99, 03, 05, 07. Yes, in 2015, I'm sorry. Constantly in the playoffs. Constantly an all-star. Constantly in the MVP category every year. But Let me know in the comments how y'all feel about the list. Do y'all feel like Kobe at 11 was disrespectful and too low? I think yes. And again, I move him up to 7. I move Larry Bird out of my top 10, and that's no disrespect to Larry. I just feel like the guys that I have ahead of him, including Steph Curry, and yes, Steph Curry is top 10 player of all time. He got the stats, he got the honors, he got championship and playoff success. And culturally, the NBA looks and smells a lot like Steph Curry shooting threes. These kids are shooting threes. So Steph Curry, top 10 according to the criteria. Okay. Again, drop in the comments. Where should Kobe be ranked on this list? Cleveland Cavaliers Summer League. Oh, we are doing great. We are gonna be out of here, y'all. Cavs Summer League. They are 2-2. They have one more game to play. It'll be either tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, and that will end their summer league. They are 2-2. Last Thursday, they lost 116-115 to Indiana. They came back on Sunday and won 93-83 over Milwaukee. Came back on Sunday and won 92-72 over Miami, and lost yesterday to the Sacramento Kings 94-86. The standout players are exactly the players I told you guys to watch. Naquan Tomlin averaged 21.7 rebounds and 4 assists in 3 games. Tyrese Proctor averaged 11 points and 3 assists. He dropped 35 yesterday. We saw the flash. Jalen Tyson, 20 points, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists in 3 games. Those were the standout. Ooh, I'm going to bust myself in the head with the card. Those were the standout guys. I can't get the. There we go. Those were the standout guys. Jalen Tyson, solid all around. He should, if he's not in the rotation and making the Cleveland Cavaliers rotation next year, next season, he's going to be fighting for that spot. You can see the improvement, and you can see the work on this game. His jump shot is improved. You can see he's a little more confident, and he works so hard. That kid works. Love it. Naquan Tomlin, such a high energy guy. He's going to be an exciting player to watch for the Cleveland Chargers this year. He's on a 2-way deal, and I am going to go out on a limb. Hot take, not really. By the time the regular season ends, Naquan Tomlin's contract is going to be converted over to a full standard NBA contract. I believe that. I think he's going to do enough down in the G League for the Cleveland Charge. He's going to ball out down there. And I think he's going to do enough. I think he's going to see some time in the NBA, because somebody may get injured. It may be like, I want to rest some guys, and then I want to see what my guys have, and he'll see the fourth quarter in a blowout game against Charlotte or something. But he's going to be a full-time NBA player. And what a story for Naquan Tomlin. Didn't play high school ball, 5-year college journey, ended up at Memphis playing under Penny Hardaway, parlayed that into a G League deal. Halfway through his season with the Charge last year, he ended up getting a 2-way deal, which was so fire. Loved it. What a story. And it's still going. He still has a chance to continue to write a story. Give it up for that. And Tyrese Proctor belongs. He's going to be a guy he belongs. He got some wiggle with his game, and he can shoot, and he has some size on him. You got a guy, if Sam Merrill doesn't have it on a particular night, you can roll with Tyrese Proctor. But I believe Tyrese Proctor may get one of those 10, 11. He's going to get some minutes. And I think it's going to be matchup based, honestly. We'll see what he does defensively against the big boys. We're going to see. Final take. My final analysis on the Summer League team. Naquan Tomlin and Jalen Tyson answers the question of why the Cleveland Cavaliers allowed Emoni Bates to go. You seen it. I saw more of a jump between year 1 and year 2 in those two guys than I saw it with Emoni Bates. And if I saw it, if I seen it, I know they saw it. But again, I hope Amani plays somewhere. I hope I'm rooting for that kid so much just because he's a good kid, y'all. Understand that when I tell y'all that. His family, like his dad is such a great dude. I had a couple of conversations with his dad and was just checking on like last year, like how's the knee? When is he coming back? Is he ready to come back? Like his dad was real on the up and up with me. And again, I'm always gonna root for Amani Bates. I am. It's just me. But I understand the business of basketball and I understand the reason why they let him go. And I explained last week more in length of why. But I'm always gonna root for Amani Bates. Love that kid. And really hope he catches on somewhere and gets an opportunity to shine. Now, these are the talks I hate having. Well, these are the subjects I hate getting into, but it's out there. It's a big old elephant in the room. The whole LeBron James back to Cleveland, it has legs, but they baby legs. They like my newborn grandbaby's legs. Like they're there, but they're there, right? I'm not banking on it happening. I'm not gonna get my hopes up. I'm not gonna get too excited about it. Honestly, don't even want to talk about it. Just for the mere fact that I may get excited. I don't want to talk about it. However, if it happens, drop him on this team, it's wraps for the Eastern Conference. And it's wraps for damn near the entire NBA outside of the defending champion Oklahoma City Thunder and maybe the Houston Rockets, who are a real threat to OKC. You give me LeBron James to go with Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland, Evan Mobley, and Jared Allen. Let me tell y'all something. It's wraps. Book the NBA Finals. I don't think stylistically things would change. I think Bron would thrive in the up tempo. And at 41 years old or 40 years old, Bron can finally do what they were trying to do in LA. Trying to scale his minutes back, him trying to scale it back during the regular season so he can ramp it up during the playoffs and not wear out. You got superstar in Donovan Mitchell. You got future superstar and possibly future MVP, possibly face of the NBA, and Evan Mobley up front. And you could almost, and if this does happen, LA buys out LeBron and he comes and signs here for whatever. Okay? It's the only way that happens. Right? You could almost give Jared Allen away for some draft picks or give Jared Allen up for another big who's a little cheaper, similar skill set. But I wouldn't do that. This squad, add LeBron James to this squad makes this squad an instant champion. They're already a contender. You can almost guarantee. Healthy, I believe right now, healthy, the Cleveland Cavaliers can win an NBA championship next year. And that's without LeBron James. You drop my favorite player ever back home, I might up my season ticket plan if he comes back. I ain't going to hold you. I ain't even going to lie to y'all. If that happens, but again, I'm not counting on it. I'm not banking on it. I'm not getting my hopes up. I'm not going to get too excited because if I'm going to be all the way honest with you guys, which I'm particularly always honest with my people, I don't think Bron leaves LA. I think he stays there. He plays this year out, plays out his contract, and we figure this thing out again next summer. Where do I want to go? Who do I want to do the farewell tour? I can sign for whatever. I can do this. I mean, it'll all get figured out. I just don't think he's coming home again, at least this year. So don't get your hopes up. I'm just throwing things out there. In other Cavaliers news, the Cleveland Cavaliers have extended the contracts of President of Basketball Operations Kobe Altman, General Manager Mike Gansey, Assistant General Manager Brandon Weems, VP of Basketball Operations Jason Hillman, and VP VP of basketball strategy on Nichols. They have all been extended to 2029 and 2030, which means they got 5 years. They're giving themselves 5 years. I'm going to say 3 to get this thing right, to get to the level that they're trying to get to. Because if you look at it, all of the Cleveland Cavaliers contracts are lining up right up until like 2028, 2029, to 29, 30. They're so close to the second apron that they have no choice. Next year, they're definitely going to run it. This season coming up, they're going to run it 25, 26, 26, 27. They'll probably try it again. If they do anything or make any type of moves, it'll be in 2027, 2028. You have to give this thing time, guys. You got to give it time. You can't just – this is year 3 for Donovan Mitchell coming up in Cleveland. And with this, is in year 3 with this core 4, right? Imagine if Boston would have decided to split up Tatum and Brown before they won their championship. Imagine if Denver would have split up Jokic and Jamal Murray when Jamal Murray couldn't stay healthy. Imagine if Milwaukee would have let Chris Middleton go over and split up Chris Middleton and Giannis and Jrue Holiday early. They never may have gotten their championship. These things take time. You have to be patient. That pressure, because these guys have time. You got a team full of 20-somethings, and you got time. At least until that second apron starts to kick your butt, and then you have to start making some moves. You have to start parting ways with some guys. And if they do make any moves, the first person of the core 4 that is probably going to go is going to be Jared Allen, followed by Darius Garland. Those are the 2 that I would look at and be like, those 2 would go. I think they're stuck with, well, not stuck with Donovan. I think Donovan's going to stay here, and they're never getting rid of Evan Mobley. Never, ever, 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 ever. They're even going to bank on that. Before I get out of there, other NBA news, Paul George had arthroscopic surgery on his knee, hurt himself during workouts over the summer. Whatever, PG. Get yourself together, bro. I don't even want to get there. Bradley Beal, bought out by the Phoenix Suns, signed with the Los Angeles Clippers, and that makes the Clippers a very interesting team out in the Western Conference. The Western Conference is interesting, y'all. That's why I'm saying the East is a cakewalk. A team that can come out of the East can easily win an NBA championship. The Cavs and the Knicks can definitely win an NBA championship next year because the Western Conference is going to be a gauntlet. You have the defending champion, OKC Thunder. You got Houston, who got better. You got the Clippers. You got Denver, who's still who they are. I mean, Minnesota is in there. They've been to 2 straight conference finals. It's going to be a gauntlet. I'm still not counting the Lakers out. You got the Dallas Mavericks. I'm telling you, man, the San Antonio Spurs are on the come up. The Western Conference is a gauntlet. Those teams are going to beat each other up. And by the time they get to the finals, they might be too beat up. And that's why depth is so important in today's NBA. If Dame Lillard, before I press record here, Dame Lillard, 3-year deal to go back home to Portland. You know what? I was going to come on here and just go off and go crazy, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just highlight the positive thing about that. The fact that he does want to come back, and he is going to come back, and when he comes back, he's going to be home or a place that he considers home in Portland. I'm not going to get into the fact that he's never going to win an NBA championship. I'm not going to get into the fact that he talk about the loyalty. I'm not going to tell you guys to treat him the way y'all treat Charles Barkley and Patrick Ewing and any other guy who talks basketball who doesn't have a ring. I want y'all to give him the same treatment, but I'm not going to get into none of that stuff. I'm going to let it go and say congratulations, Damian Lillard, one of the best basketball players that I've ever seen play. Congratulations on making it home. Hate that it didn't work out in Milwaukee. Dame is one of my favorite players to watch in the NBA. That's honest. I'm just not feeling this move, but I'm going to just leave it alone. Before I get out of here, there was something that was talked about over the weekend that I just want to throw some thoughts out about. Layla Ali said it would take $15 to $20 million to get her back in the ring to fight one Clarissa Shields. Now, if y'all been keeping up with these two, it is quite a feud and quite a back and forth between the two. They do not like each other. Layla, big legend, beat who was in front of her. Clarissa Shields, she's her. Layla, baby, 15, 20, not worth it because Clarissa Shields hits hard as hell. You've never been hit by someone who hits as hard as Clarissa Shields. Just stay home. You and Curtis Conway, y'all got your tomato plants and all of this stuff. I saw the interview with Andre Ward. Don't do it. But if you do it, make sure it's on Netflix. Make sure y'all go to the Turk and put it on Netflix or put it on DAZN, who just announced that after November, all of DAZN, they're getting rid of the pay-per-view model, which is dope, which I figured was coming sometime soon anyway with a lot of stuff. That's some other stuff that I'm going to discuss with some other people as far as the pay-per-view model slowly but surely going away. And it's getting ready to get gone come November. But, Layla, you, Clarissa, Netflix, call the Turk. I will watch. I just don't want you to do it. Because I think Clarissa Shields might. All right, man, with that said, man, we're going to get on out of here for today, man. I want to thank y'all for y'all support of this. Once again, Battleground this Saturday, Chef Kelly's Exotic Cuisines. Make sure y'all get those final nominations in Club Pizzle, Cleveland Magazine's radio podcast category, man. Write that thing in. Let me get in that magazine. I'm trying to get down to the best of Cleveland to be sitting down there with my table, and y'all come down there and chill and kick it with me and talk to me and holler at me. I might even make some brisket and pass out as free samples. See, there I go thinking ahead. We're not going to think ahead. We just going to get out of here, man. Y'all know what it is. Always protect your peace, protect your energy. The message is more important than the messenger. And creators, be great. Stay positive because negative energy is trash. Until next week, y'all. Peace out.